Hello, friends and fellow gamers, I am That Zero, and today we are back to chat on some more Last Claudia. And on today's agenda, we are going to be doing something just a little bit fun, which is we are going to be taking in our girl, Leona, and we're going to be proving some haters wrong, alright? So, first of all, I've heard a lot of people be like, she's cool, but like, she's limited to Earth and a Claw, like, you can't run Trish. Fuck Trish, okay? We are going to be showing all the haters that she can be used as whatever the fuck you kind of want her to be. So, the main game plan for today is we are going to take on the Fire Dragon from Arc 2. So, spoilers, if anybody doesn't want to see a boss and know like how some of this stuff works, if you're not there yet, whatever, then leave, I guess, or whatever. For everybody else that's actually done some stuff, this fire boss has caused some people some trouble, like super endgame people that know exactly what they're doing, like, it shouldn't be too bad, really. But he's got a couple of HP locks that actually tends to wipe the party if you're not really ready for it. It's just a big fire wave of damage. And I struggled to get like a no-death win. And I was like, you know what? Who's the beefiest character I have? And that's Leona with like her key releases. So I was like, you know what? Let's try to prove people wrong and be like, okay, Earth, that should be the worst matchup ever against fire. Okay, so let's go into this battle, see if we can make Leona completely solo this guy with a no-death run, and that's what we're going to do today. So I'm going to show the build here real quick. One of the things that we do have is, even though it's technically her worst matchup, kind of, since she has like minus 30 fire resist, the luxury is pretty much anybody can be kind of good against fire because our Icy Guardian exists. So one, this gives us a plus 20 to our fire and ice resists, which means it takes her negative 30 up to a negative 10, which looks way less awful, first of all. Secondly, all of our physical criticals do an extra 50% ice damage, and then that gets amplified further by its weakness to ice, which fire obviously is. So we're going to be aiming to do a shitload of criticals, a shitload of extra pursuit damage, so even though she's single-wheeled, we're going to have some pretty high hit count, and yeah, we're just going to wail on some things. This is the claw that we actually get from Mother. This is going to increase her crit rate on her regular attacks, which is great. This is going to make it more reliable to get those Icy Guardian hits, as well as just increasing that critical hit damage. We're running the new Godforge armor, which we don't necessarily need. A good alternative, actually, is this Fiery Aeola. So it gives you a minus 5% to fire damage, plus raises that fire resist by another 10, getting her to neutral on fire damage, which is really awesome. But this one's really badass and gives us movement speed, and I love me some movement speed. So speaking of which, speed shoes, an extra plus 2 to speed, and stone birds, so we can't just get fainted and kind of just be shit out of luck. So being solo, you kind of usually just want Stonebird. That's just the thing you do. Alright, so into the actual build itself. I'm going to skip over the stuff that actually comes in her kit. So we've got Weak and Magic Circle. That's just going to drop his resistances even further, primarily to Ice, so that our Icy Guardian's going to be hitting even harder than it otherwise would, and our regular attacks are hitting harder as well, which is going to then trigger a bunch of our pursuit attacks and things like that. Moonsaber, this is going to make our regulars heal us for a shitload, so we're just going to always be topped up as long as we're regular attacking, which is great. We've got a bunch of HP ups here, so this is just going to make it so that when he does his big damage, our resistances plus our HP pool is just going to make us be able to survive. So we want to make this also a no-death run. Like, this is kind of what I'm going for, even though I've already done it. Criticals, we just want all the critical stuff. My regulars aren't going to be hitting caps, so I can justify running aim vitals. And then, yeah, just critical up 1, 2, and 3. Making sure that we have as much chance as possible for that. She's going to be full health because of Moonsaber, so like we're getting all the max health things. Now I can drop some of this stat stuff, especially like Pride can definitely go away, and then I've got a couple others in the build as well. And I could potentially teach her like Ice Critical up to make it so that those regulars hit even harder, and then also increases that crit chance further. I'm not doing it right now, just because I didn't actually teach it to her, but I don't need it at all for this to work. So this is going to work just fine without. So we've got Ardor. Because Goddess Kiss is so busted on this particular build too, we're going to have max MP quite a bit, so we're going to raise our defense and mind up a lot because she's good in those stats, especially when we key release. Alright, weak point boost. Yeah, we're going to be abusing ice with our regulars, so we want that. It's just free damage. Cool. Spirit Breath, when we actually need to do Wholeness of Body, which is her free healing spell she has, it's really, really helpful to be able to just get some extra skill charges to ensure that we can actually get our key charges going. Goddess Kiss, because we need it for this whole thing to work. We need infinite MP, basically. Infinite HP, infinite MP. It's necessary for the fight. Cool. Bless speed. 8's really expensive, but this guy knocks you back really far, and getting back into the fight's pretty important. So you don't need this, but I like it. Coming down here, Giant Killing is just some generic damage boost. Like, that can go away. That's probably something I would actually drop with my Pride in order to get Critical Raise 2, or in order to get Ice Critical Raise, if I actually had it on her. So that's something I would swap for. And then High Speed Shopkeep. This is going to get us to the boss just quicker right out of the start, to just make it a little bit faster, so that we can start doing some things with animation canceling, or with cast canceling, basically. So in my other video that I made, I said that cast canceling is dead now, but we can still kind of use it, because if we get knocked out of our animations, we can then trigger a new one, because the boss interrupted our animation for us. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to use a spell, and then get slapped, and then use another spell, and probably get slapped, and the fire in the boss fight actually help us to do it even better. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and get into the fight. Alright, here we go. So we're going to go ahead and get up to the boss here. Then we're going to go ahead and throw on a weak right away. We're going to get slapped. Then we're going to go into a flame circle. Cool, we're going to get closer. We're going to do a moon saber, which has a pretty long animation, but it's fine. Alright. We're going to do a few wholeness of mind after this auto, just so that we can start getting some of our skill charges up. Alright, we're just going to start doing some basic attacks. We don't want to hit him too hard, but you can see, so first of all, we have him weak for a -20. He still has plus 70% earth resistance. Do you see what we're still hitting on this guy? Over 20k. Pretty okay. Our main concern right now is just getting above key charge 2. There we go. Okay, cool. Very nice. That's what we're looking for. Wonder if we could actually hit 3. That'd be pretty nutty, eh? No, not going to risk it. I need a key release. And then we're just going to top this up. Alright, cool. Notice we just jumped all the way back up to the top of our HP. Feels great. Alright, we're going to start reapplying some debuffs here while he's in his HP lock. He's going to push us back. Key release should keep us solidly alive. Beautiful. Wholeness of mind, or wholeness of body. There we go. Just to keep us up there. The mind from key release really helping us. Look at that, almost 3,000 on those. I'm not even really building for it, it's just this. We need to get Moon Saber back on, which the fire helps us to cast cancel. And look at this is only auto attacks, guys. Only auto attacks right now. This level of damage. What do we want to do? I probably should have, like, Blazer and stuff on him, but, you know, we do what we can. We're going to key release to see if this will help us at all, because he does have another lock here. Oh, he just didn't do it? Okay, I guess we're just going to quick kill him then. I don't know why he didn't do his big blowback there. We probably should have had to trigger Indomitable Spirit, but for some reason it was just fine. So, Poggy Woggy. Froggy Doggy. And let's go ahead and see what that time actually came in at. 125. Not too bad for just being, you know, solo Earth Element, Earth-locked Leona. So, pretty good, guys. Don't shit on my girl. She's doing pretty good. She's doing pretty okay. Damage is pretty alright, and she could be better. Like I said, I could do Ice Critical Raise, and this would work even better for just having that auto attack damage be absolutely insane. So, anyway, that's all we got for today. So, hope you enjoyed that fun, quick little video. So, yeah. Till next time, go forth and murder things.